Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. Jamie here today with Dylan. Here at AEW WWE Summerslam predictions 2023, one of the big four. And Dylan don't watch week to week, so he's probably not going to even know the match card, but we're going to go through it. And I think, overall, they've built this up pretty good. There's a few people are complaining about the women matches. We'll get to that in a bit, but there's always something to complain about. Like, people are like, where's LA Knight? Which I was one of them people. LA Knight's got a match now, but there's always going to be people left back. It's not WrestleMania. It's not 2 nights. Let's just say that. So, we don't want to be sat here for 5 hours. So clearly the match card can't be that long. But yeah.
Yeah, but like we said, like it's their. It's the summer. It's the summer pay-per-view, isn't it?
Yeah. One of the big four.
Yeah,
definitely.
it's your 3/4 through the end of the year sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's like this is now the lead up to like the end of the year wrap up. You know what I mean? With like, did they still do TLC in December, or is that it?
I don't know, actually. I don't think they did a TLC last year.
What's the next big pay-per-view then? I always thought the big three were like Rumble, Mania, Big Four.
I guess the next Survivor Series, I guess.
Yeah,
That's November.
I always figured the big 4 were like Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, and TLC because the end of the year fucking pay-per-view. You know what I mean? It's the one where you do a lot more of your hardcore stuff. You know what I mean? With your tables and chairs and that.
Yeah, but Survivor Series has got a history behind it, and it's been since the 90s or whatever.
I guess, yeah.
But in recent years, I mean, actually, last year was good for War Games, but before that, Survivor Series kind of, died off for a bit.
Yeah. Again, I'm not be watching week to week. I barely watch week to week with fucking AEW sometimes. But we're not talking about that.
No,
so
we are late.
Tell me what the match card. What's the match card?
Well, unfortunately, Dylan, I don't want to start this way, but the dirt sheets are saying this is the first match. We got Logan Paul versus Ricochet.
Right.
Apparently, it's the first match.
You tell me, Jamie, that they care about Logan Paul. They're put up against Ricochet.
It's an easy win for Logan Paul, isn't it?
Yeah, but it means nothing to no one.
It benefits Ricochet more because this is his first pay-per-view match, I think, like singles match or whatever.
Yeah, but again, it means what does it mean?
Literally, we know what this is for. It's for the spots, and they're gonna try and do something to go viral, and they're gonna do some flippy stuff.
I do not care for Logan Paul.
I agree. I don't care as him as a person, but I will admit he is good. He is good at wrestling. I gotta give him that. I have to.
A lot of people are good at wrestling, and
yeah, a lot of people are bad as well.
Yeah, but I just don't care.
5 matches, I think. I don't care as a person either. I think he's a piece of shit.
In general, I don't even think he's a good wrestler. I think he's generic.
For his 5 matches, I think he's done decent, but
Yeah, 5 matches, and compare those 5 matches the hundreds, any random guy has. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you go to anyone's career and look at their first 5 matches, they're not going to be as good as Logan Paul. That's
but then also look at the surrounding of Logan Paul. How he's been built.
True. If we look at the backstage, clearly all the matches are they go through each spot with Logan, don't they? They're not calling it on the fly in this ring.
Yeah, they're definitely in a sense working to the T what they're doing.
Yeah, but to be fair, they have to do that really because he's inexperienced, and if you don't do that, then something's going to go wrong.
That's the issue. If you're having someone inexperienced come in and do that stuff, is it a good idea? Shouldn't you build his experience up? I don't
agree. They have kind of gone overboard with the celebrity, Bad Bunny as well and stuff like that. Johnny Knoxville was fine. That was a one-off match and it was a comedy match. But when you've got people coming in and doing it better than the wrestlers,
they have a history with wrestling.
True, and not just that. He was doing a few moves, but really it was hardcore weapons and shit like that. So
But I just don't care for Logan in general. As a wrestler, as a personality, as a human being, I'm no, I don't want to give him the time of day.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
I just don't see this is just gonna hurt Ricochet in my opinion.
It already has. I know, like I said, you don't watch Raw, but they've had promos back and forth, and Logan outshines Ricochet. He really does. Even though he's a cocky heel, obviously, but Ricochet just looks like he's lost out there. He just, you know what I mean?
Ricochet's doing that good on the mic anyway.
That's what I mean. But it's exposed him. It's like the Jungle Boy effect back in the 4-way match. It's just exposed him. So I don't know if they turn him heel after this, like they did with Jungle Boy, but I don't know.
Yeah, but what's a heel fucking Ricochet gonna be?
Exactly, because all you do is flip. So what do you do as a heel?
So you have to put him up with a manager or in a faction. How many?
Unless you put a mask on him. He did used to have a mask in Lucha Underground, so you could do that maybe.
Maybe, but I'd give him a manager, give him For MVP.
Maybe. Yeah, MVP.
You
I think he's still with Omos, so I'm not too sure. Maybe.
know what I mean? But bring back the Hurt Business.
Well, Lashley's recruiting. He's got the Street Profits with him now, so I don't think the Hurt Business is coming back anytime soon.
Well,
But yeah,
I
who do
don't
you
mean
think's
the
gonna
old
win?
Hurt. I don't mean the old Hurt Business, but I mean like you could then bring back a new Hurt Business. So you got MVP versus
Yeah, they could do that. Yeah, like a faction war or something. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Survivor Series is coming up, so something needs to be built up.
True, especially because actually, I say that I think Bloodline. Well, I say Bloodline, but literally it's just Solo and Roman now, and it literally pretty much so. And Paul Heyman, obviously, but he ain't gonna wrestle.
He's the wise man. He doesn't need to wrestle.
Well, actually, we'll save the Bloodline talk till later. But yeah, who do you think is gonna win, Logan or clearly Logan's gonna win?
I don't care. I don't care.
I know you didn't, but that was the first match.
You know I
apparently,
don't.
so
I never will.
I know. We got it out of the way, Moving on. I don't know if this is the second match, but we've got Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. And this is going to be good because of the history between them. It's about me of SummerSlam 2016, Seth versus Finn. Finn won, but he got injured. Had to give the title a day later. So, I don't know. And plus, Damian Priest has Money in the Bank. So, it's possible he cashes in.
Yeah. I think Damian Priest is going to wait until Rumble at least.
Maybe.
You know what
possible.
I mean? Depends on what they're doing with Roman.
Yeah, there's no way he's cashing on a Roman, though. No,
100%.
It's
It's got to be Seth. You know what I mean? And it's weird because, like, they clearly built this belt because they've got no one to face Roman yet. Or, the story with Roman means he's got to stay champ because it means something with him being champ. You know what I mean? Him being the one. And then they create another belt just for him, and then they create this other new belt so that they've got a world champion changing hands. But I just hope like Seth doesn't. I hope after Roman they end, or after Gunther as well, they end this like need to do long reign titles.
Yeah, definitely.
In my opinion, it means nothing. You know what I mean?
No, it does, but it's like when you do it with everyone, then it just gets boring because it's like we know they're not going to lose for a while.
It doesn't mean anything now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because like you said, it goes from like one person doing a long reign to the next one doing theirs and beating theirs. It's like, well, now it just means nothing.
True. I mean, if they calm down on it, then it'll be all right. But if they keep doing it, I agree.
I just feel like it means nothing to me for Roman to hold the belt so many days. You know what I mean? Like he's just a champ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because he's never going to beat Bruno's record because he had it for like 5 years. So there's no way he's beating that anyway. So
yeah. So I don't see the point in trying to beat like a record that you don't even work to that old schedule. You know what I mean? You work to a totally different schedule.
But on the other side of it, Roman has been on the run of his life. And this is gonna, the record's gonna hold.
He's playing on easy mode now.
Yeah. But let's get back to the Seth. We'll talk about Roman in a bit because obviously the main event. But like literally, like you just said, this is why I want Damian Priest to cash in because I don't want Seth to hold the title for a long time. I love Seth's one of my favorites, but he doesn't need the title. Seth's above the title, really. This title, I mean.
I think Seth's making the title.
No, he is making it, but like I said, I don't want him to make it for another year.
I know. I'd rather, Like, how long has he had it for? What?
Well, it's been 3 months now, maybe.
3 months. I say he's got another 2, maybe 1.
True. Yeah, but with this storyline with the Judgment Day, it does seem like the right time.
Yeah, I think dropping it.
Plus, it's SummerSlam as well, so
dropping it to Finn builds the animosity between him
and Priest.
Yeah. Which then will lead to the end of breakup of Judgment Day. But I think like if they're smart, they'll lead Judgment Day into Survivor Series, and then you see the factions sort of break during that match between Priest and Finn.
Yeah, that could work, especially because Bloodline's pretty much over now, and so you're gonna need another strong faction.
Like you could in a sense have Judgment Day lose at Survivor Series, lose at Survivor Series, being Finn being the last man and being the one who got pinned or covered or whatever. Then you have Priest come out, cash in on Finn during that moment. That sort of solidifies A, Judgment Day lost, and B, one betrayed the other. So it's like a double whammy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like what does Finn do after not only being beat, maybe Priest costing him the match, and by accident, but then Priest using that moment to take advantage. So it becomes like, what does Finn do? He's just been double whammied. He's lost. Did the Survivor Series match, and his team's lost, and he's also lost his belt. He's been betrayed. So you got a triple whammy there. It's like what's his what will be his game plan? What will be his reaction? You know what I mean? What will he
That would
have?
definitely turn him face, wouldn't it? The crowd would definitely get behind him after that. Because like I said, it's double whammy, and he lost, and then his friend betrays him and takes his title or whatever.
Yeah, so like you said, it's like a triple whammy. You know what I mean? Those three things happen to him. Like, what the, and then he's kind of lost three different ways. You know what I mean?
True.
Lost a friend, lost a belt, lost a match.
Well, that technically could happen tonight. Say he beats Seth after a long match. Priest comes out to congratulate him and then stabs him in the back. They could do something like that as well.
Yeah, but I feel like having
that one's Judgment Day. Yeah, it's too soon. Yeah.
I'd have like you've got Survivor Series, so I'd lead to that.
True. Well, I mean, that's what I like with Money in the Bank. There's different possibilities. You know, whenever they're going to.
Yeah, when the right person's got it, there's possibilities.
True. But who do you think is going to win, Seth or Finn?
I think you know what I'm gonna go with Finn. I think Finn should take the belt.
I agree. I think Finn should. Because
Seth brought it. Seth brought the spotlight on it. You know what I mean? He's shown like this belt means something because Seth's one of the big ones. Seth's the big star, so he's got the belt. So say like Drew had the belt. Would it mean anything? It'd be like the United States, you know what I mean?
True, and that's not a knock on Drew per se. But it's not on the level of Seth, really, is it? To be honest,
I compare this to like Gunther having the Intercontinental. Gunther's made that belt mean something a little more, not just because of his long title reign, but because of like how he is in the ring and the stuff he says and does.
True. And the matches he produces as well, like that Triple Threat Mania, still probably maybe match of the year, maybe.
You know what I mean? Again, it's stuff like that. It's not just the belt. It's like who has the belt? What are you gonna do with this belt? What does this belt mean? How did they present it in a way that it means something to us, to them, to everyone?
Yeah, it's that old saying, and it was that the belt doesn't make the guy makes the belt.
Yeah.
So I agree. I think Finn should win. But even if Seth wins, I'm not going to be angry. I like them both. It's going to be a great match. Either way, it's going to be good.
I just hope it doesn't lead to... Well, you know what? I don't watch enough, so me saying I hope it doesn't lead to like a long feud. It's just me...
It already, to be honest, it's kind of been a long feud already. This has to be the end, really.
It's just me like defaulting to my AEW fucking talk.
It has been a long feud, to be honest. But moving on from there, we got the Slim Jim Battle Royale, which... How many people do we know inside this match? We know LA Knight's inside the match. Sheamus, AJ Styles, The Miz, Grayson Waller, and Karrion Kross. I think there's going to be like another 5 or 10 people in it. To be honest, this match doesn't really matter. I think it's just there to get LA Knight on the show and give him a win. So
which is fine. But why do you have to have like a product placement?
Apparently they paid big money. It's the same. Remember that Bray Wyatt Pitch Black match?
Yeah, the Mountain Dew one. Yeah,
they're getting paid big money for it, so I get why not.
I guess, but like,
as long as they don't use Slim Jims inside the ring, you know. If it's just a logo, it's fine, innit? But if they like incorporate Slim Jims into the match,
they definitely learned from the fucking Mountain Dew epidemic. Like,
Jesus,
that was awful.
I can't believe people they're making a figure of that and people are excited for it. I'm like, why? It just looks so bad, but whatever.
I don't know what the AEW fans eat, but it's definitely something gluey.
But yeah, we can't really talk about this match too much. It's just Battle Royale to get a lot of people on the show. Really.
It's got to lead LA Knight to feuding with someone in that. So who would you want him to feud against?
I guess it'd have to be a heel, so... Shit, I don't even know.
For me, I'd like to see a feud between like the Miz or AJ Styles.
Yeah. I'd say the Miz. The Miz would probably work more.
You know what? I wanted to say the Miz like only, but I thought AJ's in that, and I thought I'd give him, give him a shout out.
I love AJ, but on the mic, I mean, he's alright, he's passable, but...
The interactions with like, think about it. It's Monday Night Raw. Miz has his Miz TV. He has fucking LA Knight come out to talk about his win or whatever, and Miz mentions, "Well, no, I could have won that. You didn't cheat. You got the build, then, don't you?
True.
You got the back and forth. I should be a booker. I really should. I'm pretty fun with it. Not that hard, apparently, Tony. Not that hard.
Not that hard, no. But yeah, I'm gonna go with LA Knight. Who do you think is gonna win?
Yeah, LA Knight. In fact, he's on that. He's on the fast track to being like the next hottest thing. You know what I mean? He's the next.
Yeah.
He's like when Roman's like done for whatever time wants to do. He's got away. I think LA Knight's the next sort of thing that's gonna be.
Well, shit. If they start building him up now, it could be a Royal Rumble winner next year potentially.
I, I'd want to hold him off. I would rather if I knew that the not the one coming next to the one after is going to be in the UK, I would rather wait for him to do it then.
But why though?
Because I want to see him live.
Oh, because you mean all right, yeah,
personally.
personally.
Personally, I wouldn't. I'm not saying. To be honest, they should be doing it like they should be building him up now to like be that star. He is
Yeah,
that
he should.
star.
He is. He's over a crowd. He can wrestle. He can talk. He can do everything. He's got the look.
Yeah,
Like,
he's got the look. He's got the attitude. You know what I mean? He's not to call him like the Stone Cold, but he's like our version of Stone Cold.
Yeah, but again, with that, it's the same with the Ricky Starks thing. Like, obviously, they've modelled themselves after Stone Cold and The Rock, but that's what you're gonna do. They're the two biggest stars. You're not gonna copy some fucking jobber, are you?
No. But what I'm saying is like, if their arm version, you know what I mean? Like the Stone Cold and Rock were like, whoever version of the previous generations wrestlers they were. You know what I mean? Like you can say
they took elements, same like Ric Flair and stuff like that.
You know what I mean? Like The Rock was definitely like a Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair kind of inspiration.
But he was also his own guy as well. But
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I see the comparisons there with LA Knight and Ricky Starks, but at the same time, they're not. It's not like they're coming out and cosplaying and just literally ripping them off.
I'm just saying like they're like the new generation, the new model. You know what I mean? Like the next evolution of what Stone Cold is. You know what I mean?
True.
That character, the next evolution,
But on the other side of it, it's like, when's that going to stop? I guess it never will. We're always going to compare people to past wrestlers.
What I'm going to say is like, after, in 20 years, we're going to be comparing people to LA Knight. We're going to be like, this is this generation's version of LA Knight. You know what I mean? Versions of like, Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins or whatever. You know what I mean?
True.
Like, I think that's what's going to happen. Because it happens all the time. People used to compare people all the time to other people. You know what I mean? Like,
but my point is, when's it gonna we stop comparing and it's just like, oh, this guy is LA Knight.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean?
Doesn't. No, he is LA Knight. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I get that, but instead of being like, oh, he's this generation or whatever, just is this generation's LA Knight.
That's put it in perspective of how big they're gonna be. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just say like, oh, this is gonna be, this is gonna be this big. You know what I mean? It's gonna be as big.
To be honest, the reason why I'm kind of sour on it is because of those glue eaters when they were like Garcia and useless and the next Stone Cold and a Rock. That's kind of what's threw me off it a little bit.
I get what you mean with that. But that's stupid people saying stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it is because literally they have nothing in common at all.
You know what I mean? Like, because useless is not. I don't want to talk about.
I don't even know what would useless be, The Rock or Stone Cold, because he's none of them.
It's not like what personality has he got?
None. He's got no personality.
Like I watched him like when he was at ringside 2 weeks ago with that tag team match, and he's just there, and I'm looking at him like.
He's monotone, just stood there. Yeah.
What are you doing? Alex is the hype man. He's not a wrestler. He's a man. He's he's whatever he is. A manager, translator, their announcer, whatever. Like even the way he comes into the ring with them, and the way he's at the ringside with them. You see Alex, like he's building up this momentum, like of the Lucha Brothers. Like he's doing like this, getting the crowd involved, or he's playing the part, making sure people know. It's just stood there like this, or like this.
Yeah. But anyway, back to WWE. Next match, you'll be excited for this one. I think we've got Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler in a MMA rules match. I don't know if it's going to be a cage or if it's just going to be like striking and shit, but...
Can I say, not a fan of the eye makeup.
Oh shit, yeah, I thought that was just for the poster. I hope they're not wearing that tonight. Okay, now.
You know what I mean? That's just a personal thing. You know what I mean? I don't mean to judge them on the on the looks or whatever. I'm just not personal. As an aesthetic, I don't think it's great.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's the makeup department backstage, isn't it? Because
yeah, but I guess it's them letting them. You know what I mean? But like
maybe, yeah. But there's rumors of this match. Apparently, Ronda Rousey's contract's up after this, so people thinking she's leaving. Which, if she is, I guess Shayna has to win, really, doesn't she?
Shayna should win anyway, realistically.
True, she should, because Shayna needs the spotlight. Obviously, Ronda Rousey's Ronda Rousey,
And not only that, like you got to think, Ronda Rousey's friends with Shayna. So if Ronda wins, then she's clearly like building up to something else.
Yeah, true. But again, I mean, it's going to be a good match, but I know you don't watch Raw, but the storyline's been weird, because Shayna turned on Ronda, didn't she, Money in the Bank or whatever. And then, I don't know who's the face and who's the heel. I guess technically Shayna's the face, I guess, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird, because didn't like because Ronda came out with like the margin Vegeta look.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I thought, oh, that's sort of like not a week that people who know that she's gonna turn. You know what I mean?
But instead, she was turned on.
So it makes very little sense. Like, I guess it was a red. It was a what do they call it? A red flag or a red herring. Sorry.
Yeah, right there, yeah.
Yeah. Don't throw people off. Like, it's not gonna be. Make us think it, but then the opposite happens.
But yeah, it should be a good match, though.
I don't know. Like, I know. Like, what is the story?
Well, Shayna turned on Ronda, and the story was like she's sick of Ronda taking all the spotlight, and if it wasn't for Shayna, she wouldn't have even been here anyway. And then Ronda's like, oh, I'm just going to show you up and give you your first SummerSlam match, and I'm going to show you up and all. So Ronda's still acting like the heel.
Yeah. Yeah, that story doesn't make sense because, like, from little I've seen, it doesn't. Actually, it does. It has been like Ronda taking the win, hasn't it? She's always gone in there to do the win, hasn't she? To take the pain, to do the
Yeah.
So you can kind of see that, but they didn't breadcrumb that in enough.
No, they should have done like interview segments where they're just asking Ronda questions and Shayna's getting frustrated or whatever and stuff.
Or Ronda's in the spotlight. You know what I mean? Ronda's like busting in first, or interrupting her, or like in the match. At the end of the match, she's critiquing her, something like that. You hear it, stuff like that.
Literally what they're doing with Bayley and Io Sky. That's literally what they're doing right now.
Again, booking not that hard.
True. I guess we'll talk about it now because people are complaining about the AEW's women's division. We'll talk about it next week. The WWE women's division as well. Apparently because there's 2 women's matches on the card, which, by the way, it's more than Dynamite. Of course, it's 2, yeah. But there could have been another 2. There could have been Rhea Ripley defending the title against Raquel, and there could have been Trish versus Becky Lynch, and people are pissed about that. I can see being pissed about Rhea Ripley because she's the champion. But again, there's 7 matches already on the card. Like, you don't want it to be a long-ass show. With Becky and Trish, I understand because they're saving that for Canada in 2 weeks, and Trish is from Canada, so that makes sense. And to be fair, that's not really a pay-per-view quality match anyway. You know what I mean? There's no title on the line or anything like that. So, but still.
Yeah, but what I totally agree. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just adding more to your argument. Is the women's division WWE is so much stronger. You don't want to be throwing all the story elements in one pay-per-view.
True.
You know what I mean? There's always the story elements that can still be built with Ripley. Like, who's Ripley facing? Who's Ripley's opponent? Throwing her a match for at a pay-per-view. Yeah, I think that should have been the second match this night. Is just putting Rhea Ripley in a match.
True, but at the same time, they already just started this feud last week between Rhea Ripley, so.
Yeah, but it should just be like a quick win for her. You know what I mean? Like a quick pay-per-view win.
But I know the person she's facing, Raquel, they're sort of building her up as the next big thing as well. So maybe
it shouldn't have been Raquel. It should have just been
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what you can't do it within a week and just put it on SummerSlam. Clearly, you need to let it build up more.
If they're doing a build up for this person to face, then it needs to be the next pay-per-view.
But to play devil's advocate, I guess, like, the Battle Royale, for instance, like, why couldn't that have been a women's Battle Royale instead? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you could have just given what?
LA Knight a squash match or a promo segment or something.
No, I would have given him a squash match. I think a squash match with a promo segment in between.
But then again, the same argument, why would you have a squash match in SummerSlam? There's already 7 matches already. What's the point?
Yeah. But it depends on just because you've got a lot stacked, though. That's the issue. Like you said, you've got Bloodline, you've got Finn versus Seth, you've got Brock versus the Cody.
Yeah. Got Asuka as well.
Got Asuka as well. You've got a lot of stuff built
up.
Ronda, you know what I mean? And to be honest, I'm trying to think now.
I could understand the argument if there was like one women's match or none at all. But like I said, there's already 2. That's more than Dynamite every fucking week. And the 2 major matches as well. It's not like they're just thrown together.
Yeah, but like what I'm trying to say is, when will we not have this? Is it? Are we going to get to the stage where, like, okay, it's 50-50 women's matches?
I guess that would be, if it's 50-50. But then the same argument's like, well, so you're just doing it just for the sake of it, not for storyline purposes. It's just, we need 50-50 booking.
Yeah, but I would assume that would mean that you would have to start making storylines 50-50, you know what I mean? Like,
I guess. I guess there's an argument there.
On both sides, you could probably think, well, you know what? We're doing 50-50. We need we need 2 more women's matches, and then we need to make 2 men's just jobber matches the same as the women's. Make it equal. No, you're doing like 2 major storylines. It's got to be at least 1 men's, 1 women's, and then 2 jobber matches, and then 2 other. You know what I mean? Like they've got to like be as equal as they can. But, like, does that become pandering? Like, does that become?
Yeah, I think it does. It's the same argument the WrestleMania main event, where it's like, oh, the women should main event. It's like, yeah, they should if the storyline, dictates that. But if it's the biggest story, that should be the main event. Not just because it's a women's match, it should be the main event. There should be a reason.
Didn't we argue that was it the
It was a Rhea and Charlotte match from this year, wasn't it?
No, but I mean, years ago it was the triple threat with
with
Charlotte
Becky and Ronda, yeah.
Ronda and Charlotte. Wasn't that a main event?
Mm-hmm.
And that was good. You know what I mean? They proved that it can be done, and that was. And
it was just a long show. That was the only problem with it.
Yeah,
it was a long show.
Let's also be honest. That was one of the big. That was the reason why that was the main event. It was one of their biggest stories they were doing as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the story dictates it, then it should be main event.
I remember more of elements of that story than I remember anything of that year, and I don't remember what year that was. And I honestly,
I think that was just before. It was 2019, wasn't it? Just before COVID, or 2018. It was one of them.
No, it was years ago. I was watching Raw on the regular.
I'll Google it right now.
No, the Smile Middle feature is weirdo. Because I was watching Raw on the regular.
35. It was 5 years ago. No, 2019. Yeah, 2019. 4 years ago.
I don't remember watching Raw on the regular back then.
It's because of COVID. It's messed up our time perception.
No, but I was
going way too fast.
Because I remember watching Raw on the regular because I was enjoying I was enjoying those segments. I mean, that storyline was intriguing to me.
Sure.
It's like I said, the storyline's got to be it. It's got to be the storyline.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be the story. Exactly. But Ronda versus Shayna, who do you think is going to win? I'll go with Shayna.
I won't go with Shayna, so fuck you. I'll still go with her. But like, there's 2 ways. You know what I mean? As whatever. But I only see these 2 clips. I don't see any others. It's like one the ring, she's staying. There's a bigger bill. 1-point match, which I could see making sense. You know what I mean? Ronda's friends with Shayna, so she wants to give her a proper big win. You know what I mean? Something that means something.
True, but wouldn't it be more meaningful to win at SummerSlam instead of next pay-per-view? Because SummerSlam's the bigger stage, isn't it?
Yeah.
I get what you mean. They could rematch it as well. It just depends on Ronda's contract, really.
To be honest, the more I think about it, the more I think it makes sense for Shayna to win and for both of them to move on. Because they've been a tag team for a while. This feud's not that long, but they've been intertwined and doing stuff for so long that I think like that has run its course. Those 2 together has run its course, whether it's as a tag team or feuding against each other.
Yeah, true. I agree. Next match, we got Gunther versus Drew McIntyre for the IC title. Again, this is going to be a good match. Obviously, going back to WrestleMania, Sheamus is involved as well, but I mean, Drew's bigger than Gunther as well, which is rare to say sometimes because Gunther's a pretty big guy.
We have to talk about this. Like, it's clearly Gunther's going to win.
Oh, he's going to win, yeah, definitely, but it's going to be a good match, though.
Yeah, it should have been Sheamus, and Sheamus should have been.
I agree 100%. That's the only belt Sheamus needs, unless they're saving it for next year or something. But are
they gonna run this to like WrestleMania so that Sheamus can win at WrestleMania?
Possible.
They can do what he did to Bryan. Quick 5-second win.
You can't do that to Gunther.
Oh, obviously you couldn't do that to Gunther. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Gunther's clearly winning. There's no way McIntyre's winning. No way.
It's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be proper wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of chops as well.
Yeah, but good chops as well.
Good chops, yeah. Good looking chops.
Just gonna actually connect. You know what I mean? No Shane McMahon. Going nowhere, son. Going nowhere near. You don't want it.
Going nowhere. Sweating his bullets out, but he's going nowhere.
Twisting his ankle mid-match.
Fuck it. We'll move on to the next match. We've got Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar for the 3rd time.
The only one, the chosen one. That man is Cody.
You know the deal. Welcome to the stream. Gunther retains. Post-match, Ilya Dragunov comes out to stare down Gunther. It's possible. It's possible. Calling up him from NXT. But like we just discussed, I think Sheamus should be the one to beat Gunther. No doubt about it. Yeah. But yeah, going back to this match, Cody versus Brock. Obviously, they've had 2 previous matches. Cody won one, Brock won the other. This is the final match, hopefully. Because I don't I love this feud, but you can't have another match after this. This has to be it. It has to. One apiece, end
I
it.
thought they were doing hard times, baby. Hard times. It's a hard times facing Rock all year.
And the dirt sheets are wrong again for weeks. They're like, oh, this is going to be a stipulation match, what they haven't done in years. And guess what? It's a fucking normal match. So you were wrong once again, dirt sheets. Thanks for making shit up and getting paid for it. Because, no one can call you out on your bullshit. But the story for this match...
Jamie, plans change.
Yeah, plans change. Give me my £10, please. The story for this match, like I said, Cody won the first one, then Brock made him pass out. And Cody's even said after this he wants to be next in line for the title. So... clearly, it has to be Roman versus Cody next year. Has to be.
It's gotta be some hard times, baby. It's gonna be some hard times.
That's what this match is, though. But go on.
Well, isn't it like he's going through all the people that Roman faced, realistically?
I guess technically, yeah. But then again, Roman's faced a lot of people.
Yeah, but like the big impacts. You know what I mean? Like like who was after Brock Lesnar that you thought that was a big one?
We fought Seth before Brock, didn't we?
Yeah, but Cody fought Seth before Brock.
Yeah.
And did he win that one as well? That's when he tore his pec.
Yeah, he beat Seth 3 times in a row.
Yeah. So he's doing Brock 3 times in a row.
Well, no, because Brock's won one as well.
Yeah, but I mean, he's doing 3 matches against.
Oh, 3 matches, yeah.
So like, who was after Brock in terms of like Seth? Who was like in terms of Roman? Like,
the fucking, I don't even remember. Was it like Braun Strowman or some shit? I don't remember.
Yeah, he beats Braun Strowman then.
Wait, are you talking about Roman's title reign or just his career?
His title reign.
Oh, his title reign. It wasn't Braun Strowman. No, it was fucking. The shit was like Edge, Daniel Bryan, Usos.
Oh, yeah, he's not gonna be able to fight Daniel Bryan. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of going through those guys that.
True. I don't look at it that way. I think it's like it's clearly, to give Cody more momentum by beating Brock.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a good story element there. You know what I mean? Like I fought the same path you fought. You know what I mean? I've been for the same trials.
Yeah, definitely there is. Yeah.
Or there's something like that you could use. You know what I mean? This is the thing when you book storylines in general. Like you've got to give yourself something. You know what I mean? So if he's gonna be facing Brock, you've got to give him something to use. You know what I mean? As you build towards it, so like you gotta go. How do I get from point A to point B? You know what I mean? There's a lot of little steps. Like what can we give Cody to use when it comes to that? You know what I mean? Like I beat the Usos, or I beat legends. I've gone through the same guys you've gone through. You know what I mean? I've been through hard times, baby, hard times.
The deal says the fact this match has no stipulations makes me feel like it's no contest setting up Hell in a Cell next. But I hope not. Like I just said, this has to be the last match. They can't rematch it again. And I know WWE love to do that. Just, rematch after rematch, but it still feels special. If you do another match again, it's just not going to feel special anymore.
I wonder if we take the best elements of AEW and WWE, I think we'd get the world's greatest fucking wrestling.
We probably would, yeah. Probably.
We could get that with AEW, but just taking the Young Bucks out and putting another women's match on.
Yeah, I think, the problems come down to the booker. It's Tony Khan's. It really is. It always comes down to him.
Yeah, but I feel like he listens to whatever the Young Bucks says. There's no whole friends wrestling.
Yeah, true. But back to this, Cody Rhodes has to win this. Unless, the deal says and they do a rematch again, which I fucking hope they don't. I'm going with Cody Rhodes to win.
Well, he just needs this clean win, doesn't he? That's what Cody needs. He just needs that straight clean win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Against Brock Lesnar.
It's Brock Lesnar, you know what I mean? And what's... Like, I guess if Cody wins, they're going to have to face each other again because, Brock...
Well, no, because Cody's won twice then and Brock's only won one, so...
Plus, Brock doesn't need to come back.
No.
I mean, you got to save him for Rumble, Mania. You're bringing him back because it's SummerSlam.
True. And I'm pretty sure Brock probably likes Cody because clearly Brock gets to decide who he faces. He wouldn't have had 3 matches with the guy if he didn't like him, so...
Yeah, he clearly wants to get him over as well, you know what I mean? He wants
True. And even in the first match, he literally busted his head open on the post for Cody. Like, no blading, alright, fine, I'll just bust myself open.
I'll beat you to it, Cody, don't worry.
But yeah, Cody Rhodes all the way. Next
match. That reminds me.
What?
I don't think we've ever talked about it. It's clearly Cody... Mox has taken up Cody's mantle for busting himself open.
Oh yeah, true. But even Cody didn't do it this much, I don't feel like.
No, but it was all the time we see Cody busted open, what I remember. I must mention it before. It's just fun, isn't it, about that?
You know the deal, you might be right. Bray Wyatt returns, this would be the spot. But apparently, again, the dirt sheets take it with a grain of salt. They're saying Bray Wyatt's illness, which we don't know what it is, it's going to keep him out the ring. So maybe
Good.
that's just to throw us off the scent. But
No,
I
just
don't know.
keep Bray away from anything.
But I do agree, if Bray did come back, I feel like Cody Rhodes would probably be his feud, to be honest, because they could get 2 months out of that easily.
Cody doesn't need that mess in his life.
Yeah, I sort of agree. I'm a fan of Bray Wyatt, but that last run was just Jesus Christ. But yeah, anyway, next match, Asuka defends the title against Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair, triple threat. And I'm just going to say it right now, Asuka better not lose this tonight, because this whole story has been Charlotte versus Bianca, and Asuka's just felt like the afterthought, even though she's the champion.
Yeah, I guess the idea is the real feud's between them two, but you know you got to put Asuka in the title shot because she's a champion.
Yeah, and they both want the title as well.
Yeah, so maybe the idea is like they're getting each other's way to getting what they want, so it causes Asuka to win.
That's my hope. They just fight each other. Asuka picks up the win.
I don't want Charlotte to have it.
She don't need it. She literally doesn't need it.
And
Bianca's just had it for like 2 years or whatever, so...
I don't care for Bianca. I'm going to say it.
Yo, Malcolm, welcome to the stream. Bianca's going to win or Asuka retains. Oh yeah, Io Sky, that's another possibility. Io Sky's got money in the bank. She could possibly cash in as well.
Yeah, I don't think Io Sky's going to ever have that. Like, she's too green for that.
Well, no, because they got Bailey with it as well, and it seems like the way they're going, I feel like Bailey's either going to cost her a match or pretend like
you know what they
I'm
do?
money in the bank, and then she gets the title.
Jamie, they should do the Christian thing with Baylor.
That's what it seems like they're doing, because every time Io Sky tries to speak, Bailey speaks for her, and she doesn't let her do anything.
No, but Bailey would. Oh, that'd be so good. I want to see that. Bailey like walking around with the belt. You know, this guy there, like, yeah, our belt, my belt. It doesn't matter. Belts with us.
She's already doing that with the Money in the Bank briefcase. She's claiming it's theirs. So they could do that. It's a possibility.
Jamie, I love that.
And that'll turn Io face as well, because eventually, like, I've had enough of this shit. I'm champion. Give him a belt, and then they could feud over it.
And Jungle Boy could come in and everything.
No. Charlotte will build up a title reign here, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a possibility as well, the deal. Because she's won, like, what, 15, 14? She's, like, 2 away from breaking her dad's record. So that's always a possibility as well. And Charlotte hasn't won this title yet, this new incarnation of the title. So, clearly she's got to win that to put it on her record. But I do like Charlotte, though, to be fair. She's a great wrestler. It's just she gets overpushed a little bit sometimes, but she has the talent to back it up, no doubt.
Yeah, I think that's like the issue, really. It's not the issue. It's like it's the weird thing. Like she gets pushed, but it's like, oh, but she's got the fucking talent behind her, so you can't argue with it.
You can't argue it, no. But at the same time, it's like other women do need the spotlight as well. But hopefully, like I said, Asuka, just don't screw her over here, man. Have her pick up the win because Bianca and Charlotte are fighting each other. You can cash Io Sky in, I guess you could do that as well, but she's undefeated at oh shit, again, yeah, she's undefeated at SummerSlam. But then again, if she doesn't get pinned, she could be like, well, technically, I didn't get pinned, so
she'll still be technically undefeated, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm a big Asuka fan, you know what I mean?
Same, yeah. I've been for a while now as well. And it seems like she always obviously she gets title reigns, but she never feels like, she gets the push behind her.
Yeah, she never becomes that. That's
not on that Becky Lynch level.
Yeah, like she
Charlotte
is.
level or whatever.
She is on that
she
level.
is, yeah, but she just doesn't portray it that way,
She's not shown that way. She's not presented to us that way.
Exactly.
Like, she's clearly that, you know what I mean? I think she's great. I really do.
She is amazing. But yeah, hopefully Asuka wins. Hopefully, because like I said, the other two do not need this whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that leads us to the main event, which Malcolm just said as well. Jey Uso is also undefeated at SummerSlam. Main event, Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns for the championship and the head of the table tribal chief. So there's 2 things on the line here. Clearly this story, like I said, Bloodline, best thing. It's been going on for 3 years now. It all started versus Jey versus Roman, when he was beating up his cousin, being like, you got to get in line and all that.
And I guess it all ends here then.
That's what I was going to say. People writing off Jey Uso, but he could win here tonight. Think about it in Roman's perspective. He's like, my cousin at SummerSlam? Why not? He's been built up. The crowd love Jey Uso. They're reacting to him. Why not?
Yeah, I just don't see it being the end.
I agree. Cody Rhodes is probably going to be the guy, and that's the story to tell.
You know what I mean? Cody's the only one. He's the chosen one.
True.
His dad was the son of a plumber. You know what I mean? There's a lot to be talked about.
Malcolm hopes Jay wins. How many ref bumps will there be? Minimum of 2 Roman Reigns. Yeah, definitely. There's going to be a ref bump. Solo's going to get involved. That's the big issue here. Solo. Does he turn on Roman or does he stay with Roman? That's going to be the big issue.
I think that's the factor that we've got to look out for. It's not just Roman and the Solo. But do you think Sami Zayn might do something?
I mean, there's always a possibility, but I wouldn't say right now because he's tag team champion and he's got his own thing going on.
I know, but he's friends with like Jay and Jimmy and that. You know what I mean?
I'd say Jimmy has more of a chance because Jimmy got attacked by him a few weeks ago. He hasn't been seen since, so I'm assuming Jimmy comes out tonight and tries helping Jay win.
Yeah, I'm just saying like there's a lot of possibilities.
There is a lot of possibilities. But realistically, I think Roman wins. And my guess is after the match, he keeps beating up Jey Uso. He's like, Solo, get a chair or something. And the Solo's finally had enough. He's like, you beat the guy as my brother. I'm not going to fucking incapacitate him or whatever. And then you could lead to Solo versus Roman, I guess, down the line.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably built that up to SummerSlam.
Survivor Series. Survivor Series.
SummerSlam.
And then probably Cody wins the Royal Rumble again. And then beats Roman at Mania. That would be what I would do, but
yeah, I know it's a little shady give. Well, did you have to have him win at Rumble?
No, you don't. But again, they've done that before. Stone Cold's done it before. Shawn Michaels have done it before. I think won twice in a row.
Yeah, but like, don't they still do Chamber?
Yeah, they still do the Chamber as well. Yeah.
So wouldn't it be mint if like Cody was at the end? He's like, oh, I'm gonna win it again. I'm gonna win Rumble again, and he gets tossed out. And
then he has to go to the Chamber for his last chance. It's possible.
You know what I mean? And it sort of harvers back to like Shawn Michaels when he was trying to face The Undertaker one more time.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that was a good story as well.
Except Cody's not going to come out at Chamber and attack Roman. I mean,
Yo, Gustavo, welcome to the stream. How's it going, mate? You looking forward to SummerSlam? Malcolm makes a good point. Remember, it's tribal rules, no combat. Yeah, tribal combat, no rules. I forgot about that. Yeah, so technically DQ is allowed. Yeah, weapons are allowed. I mean, so.
Yeah, but if you win by DQ or lose by DQ or whatever, the title doesn't get passed over.
No, but that's what I mean. DQs, the weapons are allowed. There's no rules, so there is no DQ, is there? So.
All right.
There doesn't need to be a ref bump, does there? Because it's legal, so the referee can see it all, and he doesn't do anything about it.
See it all, do it all. You know what I'm saying?
If you run down the card, it's crazy because all heels could win tonight. Actually, maybe you're right, yeah, because Logan's definitely going to win and he's the heel. Finn's the heel and he technically could win. The Battle Royale could go anyway.
Asuka's not the heel.
No, but actually, who is the heel? No, I think Asuka is technically the heel. Because she's not spray painting, she's misting everyone inside the face. The other two aren't really acting heelish. She's
protecting herself, you know what I mean? She sees what's happening in the other company. She doesn't want it happening to her with the spray paint.
But yeah, Ronda's the heel and she could win. Gunther's definitely winning and he's the heel. Brock Lesnar could technically win and he's the heel. So you got a point. It could be an all heels night. Could be an all heels night, possible.
Could be, yeah.
Shayna's going to win. Yeah, we agree, Malcolm. When we talked about it before, we feel like Shayna should win. But overall, it is looking like a decent SummerSlam. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. It's one of the big three. One of the big four.
One of the big four, yeah. We're going to talk about Collision because clearly we're not doing the stream tonight because we're doing SummerSlam. But, I mean, let's be honest. I'd be surprised if Collision does a decent rating because a lot of people are going to be watching SummerSlam, let's be honest, instead of watching Collision.
I think it'll do... it'll still do better than Dynamite.
But it hasn't beat Dynamite yet. They got close, but Dynamite like this past week was 900,000, wasn't it? When they started with and all that.
Yeah, but like they're
like 100,000 off now, so they're getting close.
Yeah, but I don't mean they're gonna start off big, but they're gonna end up better than.
Oh yeah, that's the good thing with Collision, and the ratings steadily go up.
I think they always beat Dynamite in terms of like ending on a higher.
Oh yeah, definitely. The ending rating is always better.
That's what I mean. Like I think the ending rating is more important than the starting one.
It is, but they always they give you the starting rating, don't they? When it's like, oh, Dynamite did this much this week. You look into it, yeah, but by the time it was over, those people weren't watching.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, tonight Collision, we got FTR defending the titles against Big Bill and Brian Cage. Clearly FTR are winning. And they've already said next week on Dynamite it's going to be Young Bucks versus the Hardys. So clearly they're building up the Young Bucks for a title match and the dirt sheets are saying it's going to be All In. So
Against the Hardys, like, how's that a build-up? Like, fucking a soft wind breeze.
it's
would
just to
beat
give the Young Bucks a win over the one of the heroes, and it's like, oh, we grew up watching the Hardys, now we get to beat them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's clearly gonna turn them heel. You know what I mean?
they are heels. That's what I don't get. They've been heels the whole fucking time.
No, because Combat Club was clearly the heels.
Were they? Did you see how that match ended? They choked out Utah. Moxley threw in the towel because he was defenseless. That doesn't seem like a heel to me.
Yeah, but I think you're looking at like AEW's matches in from a how do I word this? Like we all know. We all know it's what it is. That's not real. It's all like so. They play
Yeah,
it
but if
like
you
that.
put yourself inside the storyline perspective, it's like, why are 5 guys choking out one dude when no one else is? You've tied up the other guy.
Don't be looking at my search history. That's all I'm going to say on that matter.
But anyway, I don't want to talk about Young Bucks. Fuck them. FTR are clearly winning, not losing the titles to Big Bill and Brian Cage. No doubt about it.
And nor should they lose them to fucking
Young
Baldy
Bucks.
McBald and
Nope.
his dopey brother and the wives that can't tell. Can you tell I don't like him?
Just a bit, yeah. It comes across just a little bit. We got Chris Statlander against Mercedes Martinez, who won last week. Clearly, Chris is going to win. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, you're not really building much there. I hope they build Chris Statlander a bit better.
True.
Who would you want to be facing? You know what I mean? Me personally, I think Nyla Rose should be our next big opponent.
Possible, yeah.
Because Nyla's, in my opinion, Nyla's proven A, she's a really good champion. B, she's also a really good heel. You know what I mean? She's just a good rival. She's a good antagonist. You know what I mean? She's good on the mic. She's fair.
Malcolm says, quick question, who is Visible for? You gotta give a little introduction to yourself, Dylan. Describe the name. He wants to know what the name's about.
I honestly can't fucking put it in words. Well, do you know Don Callis? He's the invisible hand. And I'm the opposite of Don Callis. I'm the visible foot.
There you go, you put it into words, you described it.
Yeah, I did. But this was before I fell in love with Don because he's so fucking good.
Yeah, he is good. He is.
I'm just trying to remember where the conversation started, where I started calling myself the visible foot. It is. It's so stupid. But
it's funny though. It's a funny name.
I refuse to change it because it makes me laugh. It's not about popping you boys. It's about popping myself in the back.
That's what life's about. You gotta pop yourself, man.
You dirty bastard.
Moving on, next we're going to hear from the Acclaimed after Billy Gunn took off his wrestling boots like 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. So,
wait, 2 weeks and we haven't. No, like you do that and you don't expect to like have some sort of a revelation like the next week or the next show or something like that. Like, why would you? I don't think they mentioned it on Dynamite the week after, did they?
I think they might have shown like a quick clip, maybe, or maybe I'm remembering wrong. I'm not too sure.
I might actually remember hearing Excalibur say something like that fast.
Maybe. But yeah, clearly they're going to come out and talk about Billy Gunn. And I won't be surprised if the Guns come out and they start that thing we were talking about, where the Guns try and get Billy not to retire.
Yeah, I think maybe it's a matter of like, Billy goes out on his own to talk, no Acclaimed. Then, you mentioned how we were close, whatever, and then the House of Black come out and start attacking him. And, maybe they claim that, in the building, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have them there. I would say that, you'd have Billy out and he'd be like, I told, Max and Thingy to stay at home, they haven't got a match and I want to speak from my heart. I don't really, I couldn't do it with them here, it made me feel really bad or whatever. And then you'd have, the House of Black come and attack him, and then who's left in there to defend? But then, the Guns come out.
Possible.
You know what I mean? And then, the Guns are taking on the others, and then they get attacked. And Billy, it's his second win, and he starts showing that he's still got it. And then they're like, they're pulling out the guns. You know what I mean? He's like, he pulls out, he's like, let's do it. You know what I mean? He pulls out the 9.
Actual guns. He's not pulling out actual guns.
He pulls out the 9, and he says, not today, son.
And then the main event of Collision, we got CM Punk versus Ricky Starks for the AEW Championship with Ricky Steamboat as a special referee. Which I would have saved this for All In, but I'm not Tony Khan, so,
Yeah, but I'm guessing like the main event, because this is what their second match solo, isn't it?
Yeah, second solo match. Yeah.
So this has to be clearly is going to be Punk's win.
Yeah, it has to because the title's on the line as well, isn't it? So...
Yeah. Well, is it though? Like, is he?
Well, his title, his Black X version of the title was on the line.
Yeah. Oh, he put it over the.
We put it over the E. You're the elite. Oh wow. There's no other way to fucking spray paint the belt, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. But yeah. So gotta be clean with it. And then I'm guessing, like, what's the all-in match? Like, it's gonna have a speculation. It's gonna have something like Punk's gonna want something involved.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be Ricky. I think it's gonna be Jay White because Jay White's disappeared now, isn't he? Where's he gone?
Yeah, but what was he doing anyway? Like, he just kickstarted.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, again, we forget, like, they say pretty much whatever they want on screen, but it doesn't translate to what Tony's going to be booking.
Yeah.
How many times have we heard someone say something and it doesn't, evolve into anything?
True. Malcolm, thanks for subscribing, mate. I appreciate it. We do these live streams every week, mainly AEW, but we're here every week.
Did you get rid of your alerts?
No, it didn't come through. Maybe it's lagging behind or something. I don't know. It'll probably pop up in a second, shit me up.
I'm just prepping you for it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Punk wins as well.
Well, I think that's a no-brainer, that realistically.
True.
But I do think that the all-in match is going to have some sort of stipulation, some sort of like.
Yeah, it's going to have to win it because they haven't had any stipulation match yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for Collision. Like I said, 1, 2, 3 matches in one segment. So, but they knew this when they signed on Saturdays. They knew WWE have pay-per-views every month on a Saturday. So,
Yeah. And it's been like that for a year or so, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, Tony Khan was the one who started it, and then he moved away from Saturdays because he didn't like it anymore. And then WWE were like, well, fuck it. We'll do Saturdays. Seems better.
Yeah, it is. It's better for me, better for you, and that's all that really matters.
It's better even for Americans because then Sunday they don't have to worry about whatever. If it's Sunday night, you got to go work.
Yeah, but then you've also got like this always Sunday football that they have, don't they?
That as well, yeah.
So that probably doesn't help.
But yeah, before we end, we'll go back through the match card real quick because I know people are joining us now for SummerSlam. Logan versus Ricochet, both Logan. We won't talk about that because Dylan does not like talking about Logan Paul, so we'll just move on from that one.
No.
We got Seth versus Finn Balor. Like we said before, it's gonna be a great match, and there's possibilities with this. There's different ways it could go.
Definitely needs to be Finn realistically if you're gonna do anything.
Yeah, I agree. I think Finn needs this, and he's been showing he's not just the ring work. He's always been good, but on the mic, he's definitely improved. Yeah. He's definitely showing more character, which is good. I'll go with Finn, yeah. With the possibility of Damian Priest cashing in.
Yeah.
That's always looming.
There's a story to be told more with Finn winning than him not winning.
Yeah, I agree. The Battle Royale, like we said before, we don't really know who's in it, but it seems like it's LA Knight's win. It's just to get LA Knight on the show. Yeah. Ronda Rousey versus Shayna. Again, either way it could go, but if Ronda Rousey's leaving, Shayna has to win.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like a no-brainer.
But I'm curious to see how they do it because to say MMA rules, I don't know if they're gonna have the cage just for one match.
Well, they had it with Thingy, didn't they? With Riddle. Yeah,
Riddle and Seth, but I think they called it the Fight Pit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Riddle, you still there? Or not. Well, your wife isn't when she left you.
That just came out of nowhere.
That was a good line. That. We got Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. Gunther all the way, no doubt about it.
Oh, clearly. Like, there's need to be a conversation about that. It's going to be a great match, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a great match. Hard-hitting match, no doubt. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Again, multiple ways they can go. Like, people have been saying they might rematch it next month. I hope they don't. Cody has to win it. He asked him.
He's the chosen one. The only one. Na, 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 Cody Rhodes.
I'm surprised this didn't start in the show, though. Because I thought Brock would be like, yeah, I'm not sticking around for 4 hours. I'm just, put me on first. I got shit to do.
Maybe he's like, he wants to. Maybe he's like,
yeah. It's possible, yeah. Oh, I think Dylan froze. Oh, we've still got a minute to go. At least he made it through 59 minutes. Brock might even just be talking about, friends backstage and all that.
Sorry, my internet just went and shut itself.
Oh, it went.
Oh, Discord.
Malcolm asked, who do you think they'll bury in any match? I don't think anyone's going to get buried because it's SummerSlam. Like, why would they punish anyone? You know, I don't see him doing that, really.
Yeah.
Unless you mean squash. If you mean like a squash match, I guess the Ronda and Shayna match would be my guess. If that was going to go quick, that'd be the match to do it with.
I concur with that motion.
I'll just do it with Logan and Ricochet. That's another possibility.
I just wish that match wasn't happening.
Shit. We got the triple threat. Asuka defends against Charlotte and Bianca. Like we said before, Asuka has to win. Has to win, man.
She's just great.
But I would be alright if Io cashes in as well. Just as long as Charlotte doesn't win and Bianca, because Charlotte's had too many title reigns and Bianca just came off a fucking 2-year one. So
she's boring, Bianca.
I don't agree. I don't think she's boring, but
she's
she doesn't
boring.
need the title.
I barely watch and I bored by her.
I got a question for you. Who's more boring, Tony Storm or Bianca Belair?
Listen here. Are we putting me in a rock and a hard place?
Because clearly Tony's more boring.
Yeah,
Bianca's got more going on.
I don't know. I think they're equally just as dull.
I'm going to disagree with that one. We don't disagree a lot, Dylan, but I'm going to disagree on that one.
I don't know. I think we disagree quite a lot. It's not on screen.
What else do we disagree on?
We've argued a lot off screen, haven't we?
Nah, they're not arguments.
Alright, so you know.
They're just heated debates.
Me declaring that Cedar Chucky is one of the best.
Watch the fucking TV show. Yeah, it's better than the TV show. I'll give you that. It's better than 16 episodes or whatever the fuck they've done already. And the season 3's happening as well.
Look, you don't know. Jamie's a bit solid because he's waiting for the long lost sibling to come back and scream.
Oh, fuck off. I swear to God, if they do that. People are already like, yeah, but it's not going to be a repeat of Scream 3. It's like, yeah, fucking
it's literally going to be a repeat. They literally did a repeat of Scream 2.
Scream 5 was sort of a repeat of the original as well, so... You know.
No, I can see where you're coming from, but I don't
from Dewey, obviously, apart from Dewey, but even they ended in the same house, for fuck's sake. There wasn't Anyway, we're gonna have to have it back to WWE.
Damn, you didn't fall for it.
I don't think Bianca's winning as much as I wanted to. Yeah, I feel like she doesn't need it right now. Like, she just came off the title run. She doesn't need another one already. But yeah, that leads us to the main event of tonight. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso for the title on the head of the table. We the ones.
Baby.
Bloodline, best story in a while, and it's still not over yet. But like we said before, I mean, there's different ways they can go with this one as well. But yeah, Roman's probably going to win.
It'd be weird if Roman lose and Jay's got the title. Me personally, I just don't see Jay being a world champion.
I don't think it'd be a long reign.
You know what I mean?
I don't see him holding it for a long time, but I could see him, you know, it's like the Mankind situation, isn't it? When Mankind won it, you know, Mick Foley, Dylan's gone again. He's gone again. Look at that face. He's frozen. I want Jay to win, but Roman might retain. It can go either way. I agree, Malcolm. It can go either way. Same with a few of these matches on this pay-per-view. They're not kind of predictable, really. There's different, you know, outcomes.
Alright, Discord's having a hissy fit. It doesn't like us being on this long.
It doesn't, does it? Well, I guess, you know, we made it over an hour. We can end it there. Anything else you want to say, or...
Jericho's a stooge.
Alright, that's going to do it for tonight, everyone. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. Check out Dylan's social links down below. Hope you enjoy SummerSlam. We'll be live again on Wednesday for Dynamite. Until then, peace out in a bit.